back to the vlog. As we see, it's nice, bright and early. The sun, this is my favorite time to be in the apartment because it is just like glistening in the apartment right now. But we are literally heading to the beach very quickly because it is maybe a half hour later than what we were supposed to do. But it's okay. I still gotta make a sandwich. Nick is kindly making cold brew. And then we'll be rocking and rolling out of here. But it is quite early. We went to bed at like 12 p.m. last night. So I think we're both feeling it just a tiny bit. But how are we feeling, Nick? How are we feeling this morning?
I feel fine. I think the last thing I need to do is stretch. Because it's going to be in the car for like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, we don't live close to a beach, by the way. Or any beach for us that is close is like basically 2 hours away.
Yeah.
We've tried to find one that's like under an hour.
No.
There are none. So see, Nick was the smarty and made his sandwich last night. I am deciding to do it now. But truly the reason I waited to do it until now is just because I personally don't want like anything to get soggy. But now I'm like, dang, I'm rushing a tiny bit.
I don't mind a little bit of a soggy sandwich.
So truly for our sandwiches, besides doing seeded bread, of course, we do chicken teriyaki. And then, literally, I don't know if you did cheese, because I think you liked it. See?
I did do cheese. I did 2 slices of cheese.
And then you did tomato. And then did you do that, like, pesto paste thing?
No, I did just mayonnaise.
Okay.
I
Very
realized,
simple sandwiches.
I realized last night, I was like, damn, I should have done, like, mayo and some mustard or something. But too late for that.
You can literally open the sandwich.
God, that's too much money. Have you ever shown them our cold brew picture?
I don't know. Have we? Here's our cold brew picture.
It's a big old picture.
Oh my god, these sandwiches are gonna hit. I feel like it's one of those things you look forward to when you go to the beach. Mm. But for us specifically, like growing up, like, well, I don't know, I shouldn't say us, because it was my family when we went to Jersey. Yeah. And we would stop at the halfway point, because we would go down to Wildwood, which is like 4 hours from us. And we would stop at like, you know, the 2 hour mark, take our sandwiches out of like the freezing cold cooler bag and just enjoy it. And I feel like that's just like, that's part of summer that it just always reminds me of it. And I'm like, yeah, I love that.
So I didn't have that exact experience, but I love a good after getting out of the pool sandwich. Mm-hmm. Even though I didn't grow up with a pool, but anytime, you know, when you were with family that there was a pool, there's something about, like, about a pool sandwich.
You know, Nick, I gotta ask you.
What's that?
Yesterday, were you gonna even put cheese on it? Or no? Was it until you tried it yesterday and you were like,
Sometimes, okay, no, in all honesty, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But what I normally do is I would take 1 slice of cheese and just break it in half and lay it long ways. Okay. But I was like, no, I got it. Because, you know, yes, it's going to be in a cooler bag, but it'll still melt just a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it'll, I've become a cheese person.
He has. And it's honestly, it's crazy because out of the 8 years I've been dating you, 9 years I've known you, you have never been one for cheese. And now you are. And I'm like, whoa, what happened?
You and my mother are so thrilled.
Yeah, because now you get to enjoy just like the simple pleasures of it. It's amazing.
Can't lie. The other day we got a little block of cheese and we just split it on the couch. It was fantastic.
It was. Vermont sharp cheddar. That's where it's at.
Like I said yesterday when I was in the store with my mom, that same exact, you know, like little block of cheese this big. It was like a brick.
Yeah, they sell like the huge. But was it the Vermont or was it?
Same brand, everything. Wow. Just a brick.
Wow. Oh my god, I have to highlight this because in the last Day in the Life vlog. Oh wait, no, it hasn't even come out yet. Oh my god, I'm spoiling it. Either way, yes. Nick, okay, so this is like confusing when it's like I'm posting it, but in the next vlog we will see that I was like, oh, Nick, we couldn't find the Love Island Poppy brand because I've been on the hunt for it. Guess who found it for me yesterday? Nick did. So I'm literally geeking over this. I cannot wait to try it. So we're gonna bring obviously one for me, one for you to try on the beach. Hopefully they are good because I do love the poppies, but I know like just like based on like flavor, sometimes you may not be crazy for it, but I'm so excited for that, honestly. And then truly, I mean, we have a little bit of fruit, we have some sun chips, and I think we're gonna have a perfect beach day, Nick.
I think we will too. You want me to wrap this for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Come on, I don't want you to wrap it. I want it in a bag. That's how we did it. I'm sorry. That's how we did it. Forgot to add, this is actually key to the sandwich experience because Nick was kindly gonna wrap it, and I was like, wait, no, I forgot. You have to have it in a sandwich bag so that the coldness gets it even more than foil.
I don't know if you showed them. I like wrapping mine in foil. I feel like I got it from a deli or something. Even though delis use the paper, but either way.
We're gonna pack up a little bit. We're gonna get in that car because now it's 6:33 and it is Father's Day. That's also something we probably should say. So we were like, yeah, we'll get out like super early so that we can like beat the crowd. So now we really gotta rush, but we will see you at the beach. Let the B-roll begin. Wait, did I find one? I found one. Equipment. Alright, let's see who can find run. 3.
I found time.
Where? Run.
Are you in?
Oh, so close.
Found it.
Where? Damn it. Okay. I'm so excited. Let's see.
Want me to do it?
Okay. Ready? Oh my god.
Actually?
Whoa. Actually. That's really good.
I normally don't like poppy. That's really good.
3, 2, 1. Cheers. Oh my gosh. Scary. I like how they have the big little palm trees here.
Oh, you want to go in the fun house?
I like fun houses.
That feels nice.
What?
The breeze.
Yes. Cute. Love it. Wow, I didn't even realize I'm right behind all these tourist signs. But anyway, our beach day has been just fabulous. But if we can see in Nick's hand, we do have smoothies. So Nick, I'm gonna honestly just jump right into it. You gotta tell us what you got and then rate it 1 out of 10.
All right, this is called a sunset. It's got mango, peach, another fruit I've never heard of, vanilla extract, vanilla protein powder, orange juice, and honey. So this tastes like a creamsicle.
Really? Whoa.
Oh my god. Hang on.
I want to try mine first and then I'll try yours. So what would you rate it 1 out of 10?
I think I might give this a 10 out of 10.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Whoa, we rarely give out 10 out of 10s. You probably see me leaning all the way back in Nick's sunglasses, I just realized.
I'm realizing, there's a sign that says this is like a feeding station for monarch butterflies.
Oh my god, that's your worst nightmare.
Yeah, so, it's fine. I don't see any, just bees.
Okay, I can't lie, I just tried it and we decided that we're gonna redo this. But anyway, what is in this is basically strawberry banana, strawberry syrup, whipped coconut cream, and then I swapped it in for almond milk over oat milk. But I would say it's like a 6. It's not terrible. It's just very like strawberry banana. I don't taste like any of like the
Maybe if you
cream.
mixed it up.
Yeah, it's not like super sweet, which I don't mind, but I'm like interested. I know, I do want to try yours. Let me see yours.
Creamsicle.
I would still say that's like maybe like a 7 for me. It's not bad.
So you could say...
I taste like more heavy on like orange juice in yours.
I do, yeah. I just, from the vanilla in there, to me it tastes just like a creamsicle. So you're saying 6, 7.
Try mine, please.
Yeah, I like mine better.
Yeah. It looks so pretty, but it's just like the flavor is
Maybe if it gets mixed together more.
Maybe.
I think it just needs to like get... I think it just needs to get mixed, that's all. Yeah, I would give this about a...
6.
I give it like a 4. I don't get much flavor from it.
Whoa, was our beach day fun or what, Nick?
Yeah!
What is that voice?
I don't know. It felt like you were talking to a kid, so I...
Oh my god. I can't lie, we've already spoken and I think this was probably one of my favorite beach days I've ever had with you. Like, in a way, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I gotta like try to like keep my body still as I'm doing this. Alright, let me hold it. So, truly, it was just so low key. And like, I feel like in the past, like I've been worried about like my timing and I've definitely, in a way, gotten like a little bit more better being okay with like allowing us to like leave a half hour later, if that makes sense. Like I always used to stress like no, like we have to leave at this time in order, you know, for the day to be made. But we left later than we did and we still had a great time and I wasn't worried about like, you know, oh, like the water was too cold and I said, oh, well, I couldn't go in, but I wasn't stressing it like I feel like I always can in a way. So I was like, wow, this was like so perfect, you know. We had our sandwiches, we had little rest time on the beach, the poppy drink, oh my god, I know we didn't say it, we only just like vlogged like our B-roll. Whoa, that poppy drink is so yummy. I'm so upset that it's not a regular thing and it's only a seasonal item, but wow, it was like, I think that was like a solid like 9 out of 10 for me. What about you?
I think I'd probably go more like 8.
Right?
Because I'm not a huge fan of the poppy drinks. I like the Doc Pop they have, the cherry one. That's not bad. This is probably like a close second.
Yeah, it's just, it's like like literally what it sounds like. It's a fizzy fruit punch almost. We're in like you know, steady-ish traffic, but there's a guy being bad because he appears to be getting off the exit, but he just basically rolled the whole shoulder down to get to the exit.
Who's bad?
It's only 2:30, so we did leave. I mean, not early, because I know some may think it's early, but for us, again, we live like an hour. No, I'm not. We live 2 hours away, but it's now going to take even longer because of traffic. So for us, we knew we were content with having like 4 hours at the beach, little walk on the boardwalk. We did walk to the smoothie place, which was maybe like 20 minutes from that beach. And then, you know, we actually stopped into the antique shop. She was very cute. She was 2 floors, which was shocking because I feel like you don't walk into an antique shop that is 2 floors. So that was quite cool to see.
I want to go back there.
I do too. I wanted to take more time.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I mean, we could have just paid the thing and like, you know, or like parked a little bit closer, but in a way I'm like, no, that was cool. So now when we go back in the future, we can enjoy it better.
Back to the future.
So we're currently driving to a Wawa that is closer to us, but it's still gonna take an hour and a half to get there. On top of then basically like another 40 minutes to get home. Don't we love life? But we chose to do the one by home because we're both not like, you know, super hungry right now. But we have munched like a little bit on our fruit. I finished the chocolate covered pretzels and I munched on a few chips. But we had our smoothies and we're feeling good, you know? We brought enough water so we're hydrated enough. Is there any part of the day that was your favorite, Nick?
I don't know. I don't know. You're gonna have to come back to me on that. I honestly can't.
I know. I'm like thinking, I'm like, if I'm put on the spot, what would I say? Because I have no idea.
I do love, like, whenever we go somewhere early.
Yeah.
I love the feeling of, like, being there early before crowds get there, where like, it can just be peaceful. Yep. Like, we got there and there were still people there already, but I mean, the lifeguards were still setting up when we got there. It was quiet. Parking lots were empty.
Yep.
We just walked onto the beach. It was perfect. I like that feeling because it's like, as we're leaving, you know, there's still a bunch of families getting there, and it's like it's 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
The beach is already crowded. Like, I don't know.
No, I agree. I feel like when it's like overly crowded, it's like, I don't feel like hanging out that much anymore. Yeah. It's a little bit nicer when you do have like, you know, your own bubble to kind of like hang around in. So we will check in when we get our Wawa. Now we currently have an hour and 20 minutes, but hopefully, you know, time and traffic wants to be on our side so we can get there a little bit sooner, because the fact that it added a half hour to 40 minutes to our drive home on top of it being a 2-hour journey is like kind of insane, but it's okay. We're gonna chat, we're gonna play some music, we're gonna have some fun, and then we'll be there, and then we'll get our delicious food. I had one wicked nap. I'm still feeling it, but it felt so good. Like, it was the type of nap where I literally woke up the minute you parked. And I was like, oh, typically, like, you know, your body wakes you up maybe like a minute before you wake up and you're like, okay, like, I have a minute. I was just like, where am I?
You was like, hey, we're here. That was fast.
Oh my God, that was so good. So needed. But we got our Wawa, and I'm ever so slightly bothered only because I got the mac and cheese bowl and they asked me, what cheese do you want? And that has never been a question. So I was like, all right, to play it safe, let me say the cheese sauce. But I guess that meant that they were going to put cheese on top of the tenders, and that is just not how I've ever eaten this bowl. Like, typically I would truly let it, you know, have the mac and cheese, and then I would take the tenders off and just bite them individually. So today is going to be the first time I have to have both, and I can't open her.
That's cheesy.
That is really cheesy. So I guess I have to try it now. Well, not have to, I am going to be trying it. But here's my little bowl. And then Nick, you got a basically Chipotle bowl almost, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's roasted chicken with like all the veggies and stuff that I like in there.
Here is Nick's. That looks actually really good, Nick. It smells good too.
I'm excited.
I can't lie, it's kind of hitting.
Not bad.
Would you like to try mine?
There are jalapenos in this, be careful.
Okay. Pretty good.
That's the best mac and cheese I've ever had from here.
Also trying cherry Diet Coke for the first time. It's kind of okay. No, I know, I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound negative. I'm just trying to be honest.
No, it's good.
It's just, it's not, I'm like, alright, it's not anything too crazy. It's alright, not too bad. What do you think?
I think just a regular Diet Coke is better.
Thank you, that's what I'm trying to say. I am going to slightly whisper because we do have neighbors that walk by and I get a little stage fright, but we are home, as we can see. And truly something I wanted to do on the beach that I did not have the chance to do was a what's in my beach bag. So we're going to do that now because I did in fact bring 2 different bags today. But then Nick brought a backpack, and then we put like our cooler bag inside of like a bigger bag too. So we kind of low-key had a lot of bags today. You know, let's do this bag first, not my little personal bag that I had around me. And then I asked Nick kindly throughout the day, I was like, hey, I was like, do you want to hold it? And he was like, of course. And I was like, thank you so much. We do have my swimsuit because I was able to change before we left, which was great. But then when we were in Barbados, my dad randomly just mentioned that he had an extra one of these. And essentially it's like a beach bag that you can put all of like your electronics, your wallet, your keys into, so that when you close it, it's completely waterproof. So if it was warm enough today, we would have put everything in here to then of course jump into the water, because it literally did fit both of our phones, both of our wallets, his keys, and then the DJI. So that was like great, but we did not get the chance to use her, which was okay. And then I did pack a little crossword because truly I was like, we'll have a mix of things just in case we get a little bit bored. But then here's our wet clothes bag that again we did not use because Nick ended up drying off completely before we even left. But then we have our little hat, which I used literally towards the end just to help block a little bit of that sun. But then here's my little beach cover up that is covered in, oh, here we go. Here's my crumpled up plans on what exactly was going to go down today. So we did basically stick to a T with all of it. Oh, hey, there's Nick. Oh my god, that was bad.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm not even like halfway through, I think, this bag. And here we are, hearing it. Also, this bag is from Primark, by the way. Got her, not last year, I did get her this year. Yes, I got her in like March. But she's like the perfect little beach bag, if I'm being honest. And I did get the little like side keychain along with it. And then, of course, you gotta have hand sanitizer. So this was one of my first ones. Would you like to join? Okay. So somewhere is our suntan lotion, but then we do have little tannin oil that I know I wanted to use, and then I ended up using sunscreen. And I was like, that's fine. Maybe one day. I did bring my planner in case I was like, do I need to think anything? Not too sure. And then I did not need her, which is great. And then again, because we really didn't need it today, I was like, let's bring fans in case it's hot. And it really wasn't, so that was fine. And then little game cards. We have Uno, and then we have just like little playing cards. And then here's my medicine bag that I take in my regular, like, just everyday bag that I said, just in case we're feeling sick. I have Tums, I have 800 milligram ibuprofen, and then I have Advil. But then I think that's it for this bag because we do have, you know, flushable wipes and then wet ones just to clean our hands. But this was like our little communal bag. Like anything that we both needed was like in here more so. So now for my little beach bag. Nick got me this for Christmas. It is literally the mini version of the bog bag, which is, it's just perfect for the beach. And like I can't see myself like using it crazy outside of the beach. Like maybe to the park. But I was like, no, this is my beach bag going forward, along with this one that I have to add like extra stuff, but this is my cute little like personal bag. So truly we're gonna start with like the tiny little zipper that we have right in the front. And the first thing we're gonna whip out is my mirror because that's how I did my makeup this morning. I do have a second hand sanitizer, which is the Touchland. And then truly, let me get more things out so that I could do it in like one shot. So for our lip products, I did bring 3 because I am a little crazy. So first one is my glitter Laneige, and she's so fun, so cute. But then my classic that I adore at all times is just this Laneige berry scented flavor. And then we have the Summer Fridays in cherry. She's also nice. This one's a little bit more sticky. This one is more hydrated. Nick got me this when we were on the boardwalk, so I have to add it to my laptop literally after this. But it says I need a Diet Coke. For makeup, I literally brought a brow pencil, an eyeliner, and then a waterproof mascara. And then I actually did bring eye drops just in case our eyes did get irritated. And then I have my lens wipes for my camera and for my glasses. The necessary Tower 28. I do use this every day, but I feel like it's also really refreshing when you're at the beach. Like your skin just like low-key needs it to like absorb that dehydration. But then I do have my face glow screen. I do love her. She has that little bit of shine, and that's exactly what you want on a beach day. But then for my perfume of choice, I do have the new Sol de Janeiro Cheeky Bikini?
I think it's bikini spelled funny.
She is probably the only one that I liked out of the new collection, but I've been wearing this for like over a month now, so this is just like my summer scent. And then of course, little deodorant in case we needed her. I did apply her before we left, and I was kind of good throughout the day, so I was like, all right, that's just in case something. But then we do have Nick's gum actually, so here you go. Yeah. That is yours. Again, the waterproof phone case that we actually never ended up using because we did not swim. I did not swim. You swam today. And then my little wallet that I do take on all travels, but I feel like when I thought of it this morning, I said, no, let me get it out just so that I know we're good going to the beach. That it's not like my bigger, like chunky wallet. Yeah. But then for electronics, besides the camera and my phone, we did bring a portable charger. I honestly don't even remember where we got this, but we had to get a new one because our old one basically, it had a warning, and it also stopped working really well, but it had a warning that like, it could like catch fire or something, I think. Yeah,
it had a big recall.
Here's the case, and then here's the stand for the DJI. And then I did bring a plastic bag to put like any camera or like anything in here so that the stand wouldn't get to anything. And then of course, I did not use her, but I brought wired headphones in case I wanted to listen to any music, because I was like, yeah, we can still listen to music. But very luckily, we sat next to the lifeguard and he was just playing like 80s and like 70s. So I was like, oh no, this is perfect, like low key.
I had the radio going the whole time.
No,
and
it was
nice
good
because it was like a kind of an older radio, so it was a little crackly, so it sounded cool and aesthetically pleasing.
Today was like so perfect. I didn't want to jinx it in any way, because I was like, I get nervous when it comes to that, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to say it and then something goes wrong. Yeah. Even though I did have judgment towards my smoothie and then my Wawa, but I mean, I didn't hate it.
The Wawa ended up
Yeah, the
being
Wawa
good.
was actually really good. I didn't not like it, which was nice. No, like I already said, today was like literally a perfect beach day. I think this is my favorite beach day we have ever lived out of our 8 years. It was just so low key. The temperature was perfect, and like I think just our vibes, like we didn't go in like rushed thinking like, oh, like we have to do this at this time and this and that, but like we did something new by like walking like up the boardwalk. No, yeah, not up the boardwalk, up the street to like find like that little town. So that was cool. We've already told my mom, and she's like, oh, so when are we going? And I'm like, oh, I got you, girl. I'm excited to go back with her now and show her. Well, Nick, is there anything we would like to add before we close out the vlog?
I completely agree with you. I think this was our best beach day ever. It honestly just makes me excited for more during the summer, even though we're probably only going to do it like
one or two more times.
But I'm excited to go to some different beaches, like, you know, go back to places we've been before. But yeah, this honestly was a perfect beach day.
I feel like today's beach day made me feel like I want to live close to a beach in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To like go watch the sunrise or like watch the sunset. I feel like we would so do it if we had the chance.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, if we lived closer.
Because we don't like to spend so much time on a beach. Like, we like to, like, kind of, like, hang out for a little bit and then head out. So, I don't know, maybe one day that might happen. Who knows? So with that, thank you for being here. We love you always, and we'll see you guys in the next one.